Welcome back to ShopDog-Garage.
ShopDog-Garage.
Today,
ShopDog-Garage.
we're going to go through a little bit of our sanding paper. It turns out Harlan doesn't want me using cookie wheels or DAs or anything. He wants me to do it by hand. So, that's what we're going to do. I'm actually surprised at how easily, because I've only been doing this for like 2 minutes, how easily this is coming off. So let's find a spot down here that we haven't even touched. And you can see just right there how much scratching that is. Now when I come back the other way, so X, you can see how quickly this material is coming off. And the problem is, some of this coating, this EPD or EDM or whatever it is, some of it is good. Some of it is not. I don't know the difference. And I can't afford to do it twice because I couldn't trust the coating that was put on in China. So, let's see what this looks like when we're done. Alright, so I don't know how far down he wants me to take it. I'll have to ask him. But I have a feeling that this is in that realm. Yeah, it's going to take some time. This is not a 5-minute job, and at some point I'll have to pull the door handles back off. But not yet. They're still convenient. But thank God this is on a lift. I do know that I'm only worried about the surfaces that need to get the DP40 so that I can start doing the filler, which I believe I have in here. Oh, yeah, I've got my filler here, the Platinum Select by 3M. This is actually from the airbox in the Catalina. Remember, we made that, and that bundle was definitely part of it. So, I guess this is what we're going to be doing for a while. You know, it's got to be done. It's boring. I'll listen to music. Maybe every now and then I'll throw the camera on and show where I'm at. But I'm expecting to get some of this done tonight. Hopefully at least this side of the car. We'll see. Okay, I'm not certain how far down I have to go, but something I wanted to point out. See how it's still kind of shiny, and it's very shiny here, but everywhere I've been working it's very flat, very dull. Some areas it's actually down to metal. I have a feeling that's what I'm trying to accomplish, and if it isn't, well, I'll be back doing it again. Okay, I'm kicking up a dust storm. This is not as much fun as you would think it would be. But I've got the car up just a little bit so that I can, there you go. So I'm working above the belt line right now, all the way back. And of course I've got to hold the door at the distance I want so that I can sand. But it's coming together. This is, it's not as much fun as you would think, but I'll get this side done today. I think I'm going to be calling it. The power's gone out about 3 different times with this storm, and I don't want to get stuck out here in the dark. So, but I've definitely hit all this side, so that's a pretty good start. I'm going to do one more vacuum down, trying to keep this as low dust as I can. But you can see most of the gloss is gone, and we're starting to see more metal. Anyway, this may be the end of this video. If it is, please like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. If it isn't, I'll see you tomorrow. And it has been a crazy week.
Garage.
It's gorgeous now, but we've had a lot of storms this week. So we've lost power to the shop a few times. Sorry. So it's now Saturday. I was sanding on this on Monday, and I'm finally getting back to it. So I have talked with Harlan, and he'd like to see a little more of that gone. He's okay with that kind of finish, but that's too thick. One thing that both of us were happy to see is that this is actually sanding off and not flaking or chipping off. So doing pretty good there. but I've got to get quite a bit of this off of here. Wow, I can really see that at this angle. I knew that was there, but that's crazy. So get a little more of that sanded down. He says that this texture here is what I'm shooting for, where there's something for the primer to really stick to. And then hopefully sometime very soon, we're actually going to tape it off and clean it up in here and get the primer in the stall here so that I can continue doing the mudding and everything. And this Illuma, I don't remember what he called it, but remember the one I got to do here, that's like an aluminum epoxy kind of thing that I've got to do there. And I know it's a nightmare to sand. I thought there was one other spot for that. Oh, of course there is. This door edge right here. So that will also get some of that as well, just to add a little more strength. You know, it's already pretty solid, but that'll make it really, really solid. But yeah, so let's bring the car back down a little bit and get back to sanding. And just like I said before, this is just boring, time-consuming work. Getting pretty close on the fender. I'm working down the door right now. Every couple minutes, I just kick on the shop vac, which does have a dust filter inside. And I vacuum off all my pads and then come through here. In fact, you can see just wiping the dust, how much dust accumulates where I'm sanding. So it's boring. There's probably 6 hours of sanding left before it's time to wipe it all down and get ready, but got to be done. It's got to be done. I'm getting ready to start the passenger side. I think I'm in a pretty good spot here. So I got you guys slightly zoomed in, but I've gone down the whole side. Have not done the deck lid, but we'll do that as its own piece in just a little while. But I'd like to get my first pass on the scratch coat on this side done before I gotta go mow. So I'm gonna have to pull that door handle, obviously pull that tape, and well, let's get to sanding. This came across an example of exactly why we're doing what we're doing here. This is the first pass at 80 grit over this area. And look at that, there's corrosion under this coating. I have to take that down to bare metal. I didn't cause that. I bought this brand new. That was under this coating. That's why we're doing this. Let me get that cleaned up. I'll show you. I've got you zoomed in. You can see I've only done one scratch pass with an 80. And look what flaked off. Look at all this rust. I'm going to zoom you back out a little. This is a brand new door from Goodmark. I got to tell you, after this car, I'm never, ever buying sheet metal from Goodmark. Okay, I'm sweating like a pig, but we're getting there. We're starting to get the tops on this side down. I had to go all the way to metal here, and I can still see a shadow, so I'm still going to have more work there. Not super happy. But you can see everything from the belt line up's been hit the first time. You also see that everything below it hasn't. It's pretty obvious. So, I'm going to lift the car up a little bit, make it easier. Sweaty old man is sweating like a pig. I turned the AC on. I set it to 68, but it's 76 in here, so it'll take a little while. But yeah, guess it's worth having sometimes. I pick the car up, and then I'm going to do something I hate doing because it's expensive. But every now and then, change the paper, even if it feels good. The problem is, this isn't 80 grit anymore. This is more like 100, 120. Yeah, that one's definitely finer than 80. They just wear down. So every now and then just feel a piece that is 80 like that one. And, you know, get off your wallet and go change the sandpaper. Definitely goes faster. So let's get started down on the bottom end here. Now, I just filmed the parts for a short. I'm just hyper livid. So you remember a couple hours ago, had rust right there. I had to sand completely down. In fact, I can still see some shadows, so I'm gonna have to treat it. Just started sanding here, and what do we got? More rust. That's under this coating, under the E coat, as Goodmark and everybody, MPD, everybody, it doesn't matter who you pick. Everything is garbage. Everything you buy is absolute junk. Okay, did one more quick pass, and now you can really see it. Look how big that patch is. That's all rust. I would have painted a car. Potentially spent $25,000 getting this all ready. And eventually, all the paint would have fell off this door. God, that's annoying. Okay. It's time to do the deck lid. I'm pretty happy with where I'm at here. So, I think I'm going to take a break. I'm still hot and sweaty. Even though, you know, I set that at 68 a few hours back. I don't think we're close to that yet. 72 on the wall, but 69 a minute. Well, where the fan's blowing it down. So, okay. I'll be back after a little while. I'll set the car down, but I need to take a break. And that might even include mowing some grass. Okay, at this point, the grass has been mowed out front. I have been back here sanding. And there's a few interesting things. Note, new panel. There's a lot of low spots in this thing. I'm sure that's probably common. I don't know for sure. The other thing, I got to find out if there's supposed to be some kind of glue or something between them, because I can push down and it pushes into that other piece of metal. So I got to find out about that. But I think I'll do just a touch more sanding, do another vacuuming, and then I'm going to find out what I'm supposed to wipe this thing down with. So I think this will be the end of this video. This thing's getting long and it's been over almost a week. So thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, Goodmark makes a bunch of garbage, but then again, so does everybody. It's all garbage now. So please like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. You know the drill.